Welcome to Love and Waves, episode 9, I think. I don't know. I want to talk today a little bit about love, and really a key concept that took me a bit to understand around this world of duality that we live in separation consciousness, which is that love, when love is born, at the same time in this reality is born the fear of the loss of that love. As soon as we make something outside of us special and the source of a sense of love or a sense of specialness, we immediately need to come into a place of holding and keeping and grabbing and keeping and controlling and manipulating and getting everything we can out of that because we're afraid we're going to lose it. So that duality is so great. And the greater the love, the greater the fear. It's just two sides of the same coin. So I just want to dive a little bit into this and get us thinking about this, because when I talk about moving into unity consciousness and out of separation consciousness, the lower levels of that scale of consciousness, those levels of frequency to the higher, this is exactly what we're moving away from. The need to take and keep versus this idea that we can actually give love and receive love at the same time. And that we only receive love to the capacity that we have within us that we can receive. So if we're feeling unworthy or shameful or guilty or in pride or anger or these lower frequencies, it's because we are in this place of fear, of separation, of not feeling like we can sustain and hold and keep the unity that we really are, the love that we really are. And therefore we have to do these manipulations and these things to try to hold on to that because we're afraid to lose it. And it's that very grasping and holding and hanging on to that creates the distortion in our lives, the traumas in our lives, the control and the manipulation that eventually pushes away the very thing that we're looking to hold on to, which is the sense of unity and love that's actually within us. So recognize that when we put love out upon another and we missource the love that's actually within us that we're experiencing and say, oh, that person outside of me or this situation outside of me or this whatever it is outside of me is the cause of the love that I'm feeling or the positive emotions that I'm feeling, we are creating, again, a distance, a separation between ourselves and that thing. And what happens then is that that thing has been made special. And we need that thing to make us feel special in order to feel in unity with it. But we can't, because we are all in and of ourselves, our own universe, right? Our own unity, our own alignment is, and our projection of what's happening in the world is our own. And so to make what we are projecting in the mirror of our lives from our internal world special and outside of us, separate from us, is ego consciousness. And we can never bring that back into us until we recognize that it's actually from us that we're giving it that, we're giving away our power to this illusion. And so the whole point in this is that if we recognize that what we're desiring is to feel special, and that attributing that goal or that need to get that from outside of us will never come. We will never get the feelings of love and wholeness and completeness and unity from anything outside of us, because it's just the reflection of what we're giving ourselves. So anything that you're not feeling is what you're not giving to yourself. So how does this work, right? Because think of relationships. We're constantly turning to the relationships in our lives and we're saying, it's up to you to make me feel whole. It's up to you to make me feel special. It's up to you to make me feel loved and worthy and good enough. But what we're doing is we're actually projecting into the world those things we haven't healed within us, the traumas we have not cleared and felt through within us. We haven't created that wholeness within us. So we put it out into the world to reflect back what needs to be healed so that we have the capacity to be in union with others, because we're all one. And the unity consciousness we're moving into is what is all one. So yeah, it's a bit of something to think about and to really recognize as you look at the loved one across from you, or even in the mirror yourself, and you're self-condemning, is to say, wait a minute, what is it that I'm actually seeking here? Is there something here that I can give myself that this person cannot give me because it's within me? They are literally a mirror reflection. What am I not giving myself in this moment that I'm craving? Because that's where you're going to find the peace, and you're going to raise your own sense of self-love and confidence in being able to self-source that peace that you're looking for. And that's what brings your frequency up. That's what brings you into that unity consciousness. And that's what will be reflected in the partner across from you, from the relationships across from you, from the people, the situations, the everything that happens outside of you will suddenly become a reflection of an inner unity or an inner love that now is showing up to reflect it in a way that makes you feel whole and less separate, more connected, more synchronistic, more miraculous, because you can create these miracles from your own alignment. So I believe on the next episode, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how do we do this? How do we create this union within ourselves when we constantly want to project it out and blame the people and the situations and all the things outside of us for the disharmony and the lack of love and the lack of acceptance and the lack of everything and the judgment that we actually have upon ourselves that is so painful that we can't even own that we're doing it to ourselves, and we throw it out on the world. And it keeps us completely in these lower frequencies and completely in separation consciousness. And do we not all want peace? Do we all not want to feel this flow of love and unity and joy and peace and abundance that is all there for us? This heaven is here for us now. We don't have to die to reach heaven. It is here now, but we need to learn how to tune into it and to recognize that we're dealing with mirrors here. We're dealing with a mirror when we look outside of ourselves, and to place our joy and happiness into the hands of anything outside of us is complete madness. In all reality, we must look within and realize again that giving and receiving is one. And so when we have the capacity to give, we have the very same receiving of what we're giving. If there's blockages there, that's what we need to remove. So in the next episode, I'll talk a little bit more about removing some of those blockages, what it means to look in the mirror. How do we actually look at that mirror and reflect back and say, okay, here's where I need to look. Here's where I need to look. Here's what I'm not giving myself. Here's what's missing that I keep putting out there and expecting other people's situations, jobs, what have you, to provide for me. And instead, owning it fully, grabbing hold of it, and moving up so quickly in that self-responsibility, that radical self-responsibility and humility that the world that I created is my own. And what will get me to that next level is on me. It's on me to do that. So I hope this inspires you today. And I hope you tap in a couple of days, and we'll talk about how we can start really doing this, how we can do the work to get the love that we know that we deserve by giving it to ourselves first. And you deserve that too. So let's work on that next time on Love and Waves. Thank you.